Yes, hello there guys, girls, people of the internet and the YouTube gaming community. My name is BPRGaming, and today I'm bringing you some brand new information on Assassin's Creed Origins. Now this is coming straight from the Codex. The link to this article will be in the description down below. I'd like to personally thank Ryan on the Bouncer for creating this for us. Let's get straight into it. Now the latest issue from Games TM gives us a brand new interview with game director Ashraf Ismail, who sheds light on important new points about Assassin's Creed Origins gameplay and story. Now by the end of the experience, I want people to walk away saying, wow, this was an Assassin's Creed game that needed to happen, says Ashraf Ismail, the game designer. In Games TM magazine's cover story for Assassin's Creed Origins, game director Ashraf Ismail details the goals they set out for themselves prior to the creation of Origins. 3.5 years ago, as they planned to make the past problems of the series feel like history, which made it the most challenging Assassin's Creed project to date. And one of the interesting points about Assassin's Creed Origins is the time period in which it is set in, which is 49 BCE, the beginning of the end of ancient Egypt, the pharaohs and the Mysticism. A new world order begins with Cleopatra fighting to ascend her throne. Now this is a very interesting point, as several weeks back, the actual Codex, they actually shared a screenshot from Origins demo stating, "The new world order. My little children, we live in faithless times. You all bear witness to it. The new world order is misguided and profane, but I will see it all destroyed. My death is my transcendence. Fear not, gods do not die. Soon we will all see this world cleansed by Ra. Himself will burn these institutions and their soulless leaders to ash. All eyes will see this corrupt world crumble, and the new one will rise to take its place with my return. A little while only remains. Stay true." Now this message is clearly written by JUNO herself, judging by her manner of writing and the use of the terms such as "my little children," and since it's known that JUNO events will be part of the game, and also because Cleopatra will be part of the game, the fact is that this article mentions a new world order, and Cleopatra's ascension strongly suggests that Cleopatra might have an incarnation of JUNO, whether as a descendant, a sage, or a hologram. The message, which we can assume that is JUNO's, there is a mention of gods and Ra. To humans, JUNO and her kind, the Isu, are gods. Now according to Game Informer's cover story for Origins, the Isu had something to do with the constructions of the pyramids, so it's safe to conclude that the Isu influence was pretty much real in ancient Egypt. As for Ra, cleansing the world, Ra could likely be a sage who will take it upon himself to cleanse the world. Now JUNO's message is clearly written after the death of Cleopatra, which could be a vessel for her consciousness or a subject enthralled by her in some shape or form. She's assuring people, maybe right after the death of Cleopatra or in present day, that gods do not die, representing herself, Cleopatra, and the Ra, who is likely a sage, will cleanse the world of its soulless governments, which could mean the creation of a new order and ending the old ones, ending the reign of ancient Egypt, or perhaps Ra, a sage, will cleanse the world of its modern world of its current systems and governments. After all, JUNO have influenced humanity over the ages, and since her existence is digital, she lives outside of time. She's ageless, and she has all the time in the world to make changes. Now in the Assassin's Creed lore, the assassin Amunet assassinated Cleopatra herself, and it is yet to be known whether the event will actually be shown in-game, but based on these information, it seems likely that it would happen, especially based on the conclusion that the message is likely after Cleopatra's death, which then gives into the whole My Cleopatra theory, which you guys should check out on my channel now. Another interesting point in the article is the mysticism. It is mentioned as one of the reasons why Bayek can see and fight larger than life bosses. As Afraz stated, the game is grounded in historical reality, but we will be exploring fantasy in a way that does not go against reality. In this Games TM article, it is stated that hallucinations are the only reason why we see giant bosses like the Serpent seen in the announcement trailer, and it's likely that we'll fight other giant bosses, as it's stated in plural. Regarding the game's development, Ashraf Ismail stated that they tried to create a modern Assassin's Creed experience based on everything on Assassin's Creed and an Assassin's Creed game means. They wanted to explore what they could change and what the new tech can offer to present an experience that both feels new and is still an Assassin's Creed experience. In Origins, the mini-map of the game has been removed to encourage players to explore, to see viewpoints, to use Zenu to look at the world instead of relying on a small map to get your objective. Bayek will also be able to scale almost any structure in the game, and his ability to climb is no longer regulated by architectural design flaws. Problem-solving power by initiation rather than vertical pathways carved out by precisely placed bricks and handrails. The new combat system is structured based on the different types of objectives that are new, based on the fact that there's a new AI system and a new quest and narrative structure. For example, you will no longer be restricted to a specific range like 30 or 40 meters to be able to track a target without losing him or her, or else you desync. The studio had to rethink what to do about this since fans hated that. Origins presents a world with persistent 8 NPCs and characters that are virtualized to live within the world and without the player's gaze. They have schedules to do, specific places to be at specific times. NPCs have jobs, sleep cycles, and bathroom routines. They're not just 3D models that perform one action that is only loaded when the player looks at them and stop when the player looks away, like previous games. They have their own life in the world, and if an objective fails, the player won't need to reload, but other than that, they can wait for the next best moment, and the game will generate new scenarios and gameplay opportunities and react to your success or failure in real time. It is an example of how realistic a virtual world might be. Another example is how to find our goals. Some targets like to decoy in other cities. The player has to learn about him and his schedule, and you have to pay attention to him and his decoys. Their way of living their lives, where they go and when. Now the decoys are innocent people. The open-ended play doesn't end there, as the game experience changes even if you're on the run, chasing him down. The player can choose to engage in open combat in the streets, only for them to escape on a chariot and make a break for a fortress. From there, it means that your simple assassination attempt will transform into a multi-tiered stealth encounter as you try to sneak past the gaggles of enemies from far higher levels than you are. The combat has improved drastically since Syndicate. Another aspect for more open-ended game design is that it doesn't feature missions in a traditional sense. Objectives used to feel frustrating due to the fact that you often desync because they were largely built around to be the player in one way, and the deviation from that would make the game punish you. Origins, however, is more about choice and control, so it's going to be the first Assassin's Creed to feature a quest-based structure. Players now can choose choices amongst a large variety of meaningful main and side quests, and you will have prioritized which ones to do first, or pick up multiple quests and have them available simultaneously and decide their order and priority. Origins won't only focus on the story of the Brotherhood of Assassins, but on the stories that lie in the wider world. So guys and girls, that has been some brand new information and updated information on Assassin's Creed Origins. Hope you have enjoyed. Make a click like button down below, subscribe for more Assassin's Creed Origins news and information. Go and subscribe to the codex down in the description, and guys, comment if you're excited to see JUNO in Assassin's Creed Origins. Bye for now, and have an amazing day.